Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I will show you how to go from this to... So if you would like to know how to get that makeup look that you just saw, then keep on watching. Okay, so for primer today I used the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. So now I am just going in with my Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation. I am in the shade 4, Medium Beige. Now for concealer, I'm using my Kylie concealer. This one is in the shade Sand. And I'm just applying this in the center parts of my face and then under my contour line. And I do that so I don't have to contour as much later on. Now I'm taking this cream contour palette from Black Radiance and I'm taking the middle shade to contour my nose. And to contour my nose, I don't do a lot. I just put 2 lines on the side that I later roll over with concealer. I just showed my Fit Me powder. That's what I'm going to use to set my face later on. It's a loose powder. And before I blend out my concealer, I'm blending out my nose contour with my finger and then later on a beauty blender. And what I meant by rolling over it is I take the concealer that's on the side of my nose and just roll it over those 2 lines. Now I'm just setting my face with that powder from earlier. Now I'm taking this Becca and Jaclyn Hill cream highlight. This is in the shade Champagne Pop and I'm just putting that on my nose. Now I'm taking the shades 1988 and Yugo, I think. And I'm going to use those to fill in my brows. Nothing too intense though, because we're going to clean them up later to make them sharp. Now I'm going in with that same Kylie concealer and I'm using that to clean up my brows, and then I'm later going to drag it down to prime my eyes as well. Now I'm putting translucent powder under my eyes to catch any fallout. And the palette I'm using today is the Anastasia and Amrezy palette, and the 2 colors I'm going in with are those 2 transition color browns. And I'm just putting those all throughout my crease and blending up into my brow bone. I'm also blending this into the outer V, and I'm not winging this out, I'm just following the natural shape of my eye with this. Next I'm taking this light pinky shade, Wasted, on the brow bone, just to tone down the brown. Next I'm taking the 2 glitters in the palette, Liddy and Gemini. I'm putting the shade Liddy, which is like a pinky gold, on the front half of my lid, almost taking out my whole eyelid. And then later I'm putting Gemini on the outer corner. Not a lot of it though. And then I'm going in with my blending brush with no new product on it, just to blend out the edges of that. And then I'm taking my crease shades on my lower lash line And I'm taking Wasted and putting it directly in my waterline. And then I'm taking the shade 1988 and I'm making the smallest little smoked out wing. It's hardly noticeable though once I put on lashes. Now I'm going in with my Milani bronzer in the shade medium, and I'm baking it with my translucent powder. This is the Airspun one. Then I'm using this Mellow Mauve blush by e.l.f. Just putting that everywhere on my cheeks and my nose. Then I'm taking this Anastasia Glow Kit and I'm taking the shade White Sand. I'm putting that pretty much all over my face because I wanted this lip to be very glowy. Then I'm taking this lip liner. It's by KKW Beauty. It is the shade Nude 2. And then I'm taking the Kylie Cosmetics Velvet Liquid Lipstick in the shade Bare. And then the Fenty Gloss in the shade Fussy to go over all of that. And this is the finished look. Bye!